traveling is not just go and see, but it's about experience, exploring, understanding, and memories. Now we are here at Doi Suthep, Chiang Mai, Thailand. Doi Suthep Temple is the place that relic of the Lord Buddha enshrined, and also one of the most important places in Chiang Mai. In this EP, we will find out more how this temple becomes so important like this from the past until nowadays. And again, John and Paul will meet us up there in Doi Suthep Temple. Come along. Sawasdee krap, Paul.
สวัสดีครับ
Today we are here at Doi Suthep Temple, and again we are in front of the Naga stairway. We found that there are lots of Naga stairway, and today we found it again, right?
Yes in every temple in Chiang Mai or in northern Thailand normally that in front of the temple we have the serpent which is that called Naga but in this temple are special than the other one.
Okay.
The other temple we see just only one head but this temple we have 7 heads. Okay and then that is the one of the most longest serpent in the city. Okay and then that is the way how to going up to the temple. The staircase was built in 1577.
Okay.
That long time ago but they have been renovated many times.
I see.
But the last time about that 20 years ago that you see today. And
So
beautiful tires.
Yes, so beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Then what you see that there are the 2 animals like the same that we see in the other temple. So they have magon or crocodile
Okay.
with a serpent. But the only one thing that to make this temple are different than the other temple, the scale. This is one we can see that they have 2 colors.
Okay.
When we walking up, look from the bottom to the top, you see a green color.
Yes.
But
it is.
when we coming from the top to the bottom, you see the yellow one. You can see the yellow color.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, this is the different one than the other. The temple that 20 years ago that they asking a lot of the donation.
I see.
You can see a lot of the name of the people on the bottom of the serpents.
I see. Yes.
Not only from Thailand, many of them come from everywhere around the world. That from Singapore.
Right here, How Ping Way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I see a lot of them that mention about the number. This is the price, the amount that they donate, right?
Yes.
But I'm sure that in Northern Thai or the Buddhism way, it doesn't matter how much of the money, how much of the amount that you're gonna spend or donate. Is it?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Why?
Because when you would like to giving donation, the amount is not very important. But the most important thing is come from your heart.
I see.
Okay, even that you get 1 million, you get 100 baht, you will get the same thing.
In that case, which is mean that if I doesn't have such money, I can do a donation, is it?
You can do donation. Yes.
How?
But if not that, you can come just like to see or to helping them something, or even that you donate even 1 baht. That's also a very important thing, because the money that's going to the same thing, that almost used for construction and renovation.
Okay.
But the money or the donation is not just only that the money that we're giving to the temple just for construction, renovation. The money we supporting or subsidize for on maintenance.
I see.
That including construction, education as well.
Okay. So every single money go to something else. Not just the building itself.
Not just for the building.
I see. Well, right now we are at the stairway, but I saw there are a lift as well. But I know that before it's not a lift at all. It's like a cable car. So can you tell me more about why stairway with the lift beside it?
Right now, most of the people, I would say most of the people, when they come to this temple, the first thing that they want to walking up. Because the serpent in our northern Thai is meaning the connection between earth and the heaven. But now, some people who are not fit, they are quite, like disabled people, the handicapped people, or the old people who cannot get, not fit enough to walking up, so they can use the elevator.
So they have a choice whether they want to use the lift or take a stairway.
Yes.
But the point is, if someone want to walk up, they have to fit enough, is it?
They have to fit enough, yes.
It doesn't like, hey, I want to climb up and then just come, boom.
No. I think that is quite difficult. When you come to the halfway now, you understand that you make a big mistake. Then now you cannot even do walking back then because it's too far away.
สวัสดีครับ
Hello สวัสดีครับ So how are you? Fine?
Pretty good.
Since I have seen that you are walking from the 306 steps, I think that you are very tired.
Just a little bit.
So when you are coming here, can you imagine that you are standing under the shade? And this shade is also in the Buddha time also, that the Buddha also sat under this kind of tree. So that's why when you are coming under the tree of this one, you feel a little cool. Because of the leaves that keep always shade for this. Why we are standing here? That is the thing that I would like just to talk to you. Because this tree, in English, they call this banyan tree. And this banyan tree, they have many varieties of the banyan trees. But I would like to stress on the tree that we are standing underneath. This one they call is Buddha tree. Why they call it Buddha tree? Because this banyan tree that the Buddha came to got enlightenment under this kind of tree. That's why they name separately of the banyan tree will be the Buddha tree. So this will be the one that they are having in the banyan tree of this one.
That means it's named after Buddha enlightened.
Exactly like that. So why this tree is so important? On about 1943, they have one of the general manager. They have the general of Thailand that he went to India, and then when he went to India, the general of the Indians also, they have been under the tree of Siddhakara, that is under the tree that the banyan tree that the Buddha got enlightenment in India. So he said that he would like to have some of the tree of the banyan tree to be planted in Thailand. So he's asking the general, and the general said, yes, why not? So he prepared 5 of the branches of the banyan tree or the Buddha tree and gave it to Thailand. And they are transferred by the transportation, not by the plane, but by the transportation. They came to Thailand. They have 5 of them altogether.
This,
Two
this
of
is
them,
one of them.
Yeah, that is one of them. 2 of them in the south, 1 of them is in this one. So that's why what Pratat Doi Suthep, it is important why we are coming to stand under this, the banyan tree or the Buddha tree, because it is one of the branch of the banyan tree that have been planted in this area. And then is the Buddha tree, why it is so important, because you can look on around there. Because in the banyan tree there, they are covering them or making the tombs and around the tree in order just to preserve the tree, not to be damaging of the land. So that's why they make the tombs, and the tomb has been cement. So the root, instead of shooting on around there, so the root is been beyond surrounding in that one. In order just to support this one also, they have also the tombs that the people after they have been cremated and they wish to be in this temple. So after they have been cremated, their family or their religion, their family that brought the ash and put underneath there. You see, and all of them not only Thai.
Yes,
They have all around the world. That's one of them is Mr. Thawatchai, that is also my guide, that I know him well. And next to him, that Mr. Pete Peterson, that he is coming from California. That is from America. And they have many more from China, from Taiwan, from England, all of them are all around.
I also saw one of them under the English name,
That's right.
and underneath it mentioned that he loved Thailand, so he's brought here.
That's why he wished to be here, and he told his relative. The relative, after they have been cremated, they brought him and then to put him here.
I see.
Okay, so
see.
that is something to know, that why the Bodhi tree that have been planted in this area, why it is so important, particularly for these the main temples. So beside of this, when we finish it from here, okay, so we will move on and then to see a very, very big bells that have been present in this temple also.
Yes. Before we going to the bell next, I would wonder. No, I want to highlight about this area, which is mean that this is branch of the tree from India.
From India.
That we have mentioned that the Buddha have enlightened. But the other thing is like when we bring it along, it's like the central that bring the people from all over around and gather around here. And also the reason that we put the remaining of the people here is also to put them all together and be together to
That's
protect
right.
something, is it?
That's right. So that is really the one that they are. So that's why it is like at the heart of all the Buddhism. So that's why the Buddha tree is very important.
Okay.
Okay, so
All
shall
right.
we move on
Sure.
to that
Please.
one? Okay, please come in. So now come to the right side. Now you see that it is a big bell. You see that? That has been donated by one of the Singaporean. That they have been donated this one to the temples. Because this one, before they're having all around, they used to have this one on around the brunch time before the monks are going to have their lunch time. So because in Buddhism they don't have lunch at 12 o'clock.
I see.
They have
Right.
only at 11 to 12. This is the first bell when they ring. So that is be calling all the monks that coming to have the brunch time. And it has been donated by the Singaporean. You see that? And that's why they are making the pagodas, particularly for covering him.
Okay.
About 30 or 40 years ago, they don't have the cover. It's open air. And then the people come to ring and then do on around. You see? So would you mind that having, if you would like to ring the bell, you can get also the good luck. So if you would like, so you can do the ringing the bells. Okay? Please do so. Yes, please. That's for the good luck. And then you see on the top of that, they have the 12 of the animal according to the year. You see that?
Yes.
They have the goat, they have the cows, they have rabbit all around. That is 12 of the years. And then you see that down there, they have also the Chinese, and then the
Chinese?
Burmese.
Okay.
You see that is Burmese. So this one will be all around in Asia about the bell that has been very important for the Buddhism. And it is part of this temple that everyone who are coming to visit this temple, they have to come and then to ring the bell.
Okay.
So I think that my part that I would like just to give you a little bit all of these things, and then after this,
Yes.
okay, I would invite the two of them to walk on around the temple. I will be waiting for you up there to have something more
Sure,
to tell you
sure,
more
sure.
inside of the temple.
All right.
Okay.
See you
So
around.
have a
See you
good
around.
time
See you
by
around. See
walking.
you around.
Yes,
See you around.
please.
Okay. So where's next?
Next, we're going to walk down surrounding the temple to see another thing. That next, we are going to the King Kuna Hall.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
King Kuna Hall. Before we get to the King Kuna Hall, on the way, you can see that on your left-hand side, you can see a lot of bells.
Yes.
So that's like John said that the bells are very important, and then will be offered by some people.
Yes.
But this thing also the same thing too. In when they have special occasion,
Yes.
just they want to dedication, commemoration with someone, or special time for themselves.
Yes.
Then they make something to offering to the temple, particularly bell. Okay,
But
so that
it can be anything, right?
anything else. But the most important thing that in this temple that or in every temple that we would like to offering to the temple, that is the bell or Buddha images.
I see. I
Okay,
see. I see.
one of the bell that you can see that each bell are different thing. You can
Yes.
see that never be the same size.
Okay. Okay.
Never the same design.
I see.
And then most of them will have the name of the person, or they write it down what they want to offering to. So like this one, they have to make this bell to offering to someone who passed away. Yes.
I see. I see. I see. That's why we also found that there are a lot of name. I mean,
Yeah.
there are some name or some of the family names on it, right?
Yes, sometimes it's not just only for one family, but the people will asking a lot of money by donate by the people,
I see.
and then that the people will giving the money, and then to make the bell or the Buddha statue.
Okay. Okay.
The Vihan or the King Kuna Hall. King Kuna, he is one of the most important king in Lan Na Thai, who brought the Buddhism from Siam to Lan Na Thai during the range of his range that around 13th century.
Yes. Yes.
So that one of the things that you can see, the whole building of this hall is made from teak wood,
Yes.
which is, I would say that this is probably one of the most expensive building in this temple, because the whole building is made from teak, and there are most beautiful wood carving. And then there are the other two that before we enter. Normally that to enter into this building that open just two times, not open every day.
Okay.
But before we get to the to the hall, we have some animal that guardians the step. This animal that we call mom, not mom.
Mom.
Mom, pronoun in Thai is called mom.
Yes.
Mom is a magical animal. That is the combination of the three animals.
Yes.
One is the head, for example, head is the lion. Foot is the bird.
Okay. Okay.
And tail is the fish. So there are combination of the three animals that we call mom. That life for guardians or protection.
So it's pretty different between the northern Thai and the central Thai because in the central Thai they mostly use what we call is a lion.
The lion, yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
So in some other part like north, central part, east, west, south, they are quite different on their traditional and culture. And then the architecture here also that they are different.
I see.
But this is one of the probably the most beautiful building that we have in this temple. Yeah.
And I saw one of the sculpture here. This is the King Kuna.
Yeah, this is the statue of the King Kuna. Yeah, this is the story that when he received, the Buddha relics from Buddhist monk. His name is Sumana Thera monk. So this monk, he came over from Siam country.
I see.
And then when he came over to Chiang Mai, he brought Buddha relics and present to the king. One day, before the king decided to build the pagoda to put the Buddha relic inside, the Buddha relic split into 2 pieces.
Okay.
So that the first piece was built, the pagoda was built in the city. But the second one, he could not make up his mind where to build the second one. Because we never built the 2 Buddhist monuments in one temple.
I see.
So that's why finally that the king decided that he want the elephant, the white elephant, to carry the Buddha relics. And he telling to everybody that he will release the elephant to walk away from the city. And when elephant stops somewhere, he will build the second pagoda.
I see.
But when elephant began to walk its head up to the west side of the city and came over to this side and then lying down and died.
Okay.
Then the king decided to build the temple and the pagoda in this area. Okay. So that's why on the statue you can see that the king will use the elephant and then sit on the howdah and following the white elephant.
And it is like the symbol of the Thailand until nowadays. The elephant is one of the animal that related in our life, in the war, in everything, for Thai people and also the Lana people in the previous days.
Yes, that is like a national elephant, a national animal that they have normally that the most sacred animal that we have.
And so in that case, we have a long history with the elephant, and
Yes.
some of us treated the elephant like the member of the family. Am I right?
Yeah. Only that the king and royal family will sit on the elephant or even on the howdah.
I see.
The howdah is carried on a person's shoulder. The king and royal family not usually walking on the ground, on the floor. They will traveling by palanquin or the elephant.
And the other will sit on the head.
On the head.
That's why when we ask someone or our visitor to sit on the chair or the howdah, it's like to respect them, to do something good for them.
Yes.
Is it? Okay. So I think we should pay respect for him, for the
Yeah.
King Kuna as well. Okay.
Yeah, we have to pay respect.
Okay, when we before we are entering the monastery, we found that this is the display that tell us that we have to dress politely. Can you tell me more about how polite or how we can dress to in order to entering the monastery?
Yes, I think that is because of you have to pay respect to the holy place. Particularly in Thai, that we believe that we have a spirit who protection everywhere.
Okay.
In this around the world. So that's why we believe that food is dress is seem to be dressed properly. We have to having a long plan from home.
Okay.
But when there's some tourists who come over to Thai, to the temple and then they forgot it. Or sometimes it's too hot for them to wearing a long pant a whole day. So when they come to the temple, that they can borrow the skirt or even the sarong from the temple. But not only that seem to be a death property that they have to take off their shoes before they entering into the main chapel, because in Thai people, our custom, we believe that food is a dirty part. Dirty part of the body. Head is the highest part of the body. So that the dirty part, that means that you step over from a dirty thing before you enter to someone's house. Then you have to leave off your shoe also.
Yes. I'm sure this is not just for Thai. There's most of the Asians, they do like this.
Yes.
And if someone forgot or they don't dress properly, how we can solve that?
Yes. So that we have to telling them if they're not wearing a long pant, so that they have to going to borrow them, from the temple.
Okay. So we, the temple gonna prepare for them.
Yes.
And when they finish, they just return it.
They just return it then. So that they're not. They charge you just like you're giving donation to them.
Okay. And also for the shoes, we also have the the locker.
The locker. Yes, we have the locker. So that someone wouldn't want to take off your shoe because they think that they're afraid that someone will take off their shoes. So that's why stealing their shoes. So that's why when they're coming to take off your shoe, that we have the locker.
Just want to tell everybody that don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
All right, let's come inside.
Yes, please. Now we entering that the most sacred area. This is the holy place. So that on the wall, you can see that surrounding this cloister, you can see the mural painting. That is the scene of the Buddha life story. And so many Buddha statue, a lot of Buddha statue. That the same thing like the bell. But the Buddha image here, you can never see that they have the same face or the same side. Because this you dedicate to someone who passed away.
I see.
So that after cremation, then when they want to keep the ashes into some of the most, holy place. So that where it is, that temple. So that's why Buddha image can be contained of some the ashes of the people.
So it's the same idea with underneath the body and also at the bells, right?
At the bell as well, yes.
I see.
And we go outside.
Okay. So now it's the main JD.
Yes, the main JD. This is the pagoda, or that we call JD. That is one of to make this temple are the most sacred temple in Chiang Mai. So that the JD is made from, a bell shape.
Yes.
But this one we call the octagon bell shape. This is a Lana Thai style.
I see.
So the pagoda is built from 1384. By the beginning, when the end, the elephant stopped like here, and then that the king decided to build the pagoda. But these pagoda are different than the other one. Many of the pagoda in Thailand, the Buddha relics will be put on top of the pagoda.
Yes.
But this one, we are bury them. Because in the past that they are quite very popular, in this area, that to bury the Buddha relics.
To put underneath the foundation.
Yes. So then they build the pagoda to cover it.
Okay.
How different that from this pagoda is we call Lana Thai style. Lana Thai style, they make the square face.
Yes.
And then second floor, after the base, you can see the sub-angle.
Yes.
Sub-angle. From sub-angle, you can see the octagon. That is the the bell shape is octagon, and
Yes,
then
yes.
up to the spire.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And then that's why we come to the temple. When we come to the temple, how to pay respect to the pagoda.
Yes.
The two things that we come to when we come to the temple, Buddha statue
Okay.
inside the main building and the pagoda.
I see.
So that the Buddha statue inside the main chapel, we bowing 3 times that to worship, to be for to worship to the Buddha, the Buddhist manuscript, and then a Buddhist monk.
I see.
But then when we are outside, the pagoda, we walk 3 times.
Oh, okay.
In clockwise. Because in Thailand, we believe that the clockwise is the good direction. So that after that, when we walking, 3 times is clockwise, we be coming out, and then we will make a wish.
I see.
What the Thai people believe that to come to making a good, merit making, that to be happiness, prosperity,
Yes.
healthy, and wealthy.
But the reason that 3 times
Yeah.
come from is from this thing
The
that
same
you have
thing,
mentioned before.
Yeah, you have mentioned. Okay. And then that is after that, when they make a wish, what they want to do that before they're leaving the temple, that they will going to asking a fortune teller.
Okay. So we should do it, right?
Yes, I think that is the way that they want to see that what will be happen to them in the future. Then I think that
So John is waiting here.
John is waiting for us. Okay, I think
Hello again.
Again.
Yeah, สวัสดีครับ
So after you have known a lot of things from the temple, you have seen a lot of beautiful things, you have seen a lot of history about the Buddha. Now is a time, one of the things of the Buddhism that they're having a lot of the talking about.
Okay.
That is one of the things is about the fortune telling. Originally of the fortune telling is not from Thai. Because the Thai people, we are believing a lot of animism, believing a lot of spirit. But one of the spirit that we are really believe is that they brought it from China. So they brought it from China, originally from China is the people, when they would like to go to the temple or they would like to ask something that the spirit, they have to have the mediator that will be leading them to the spirit. And what is leading them is they have one of the priests or one of the monks of the Chinese, so they make the stick. And on the stick they make it like lotus of the flower lotus from the beginning. And then they take the branch of the lotus and they are written the name and they are written the number in that. So that's why they have the number in that. And then the number will be around 30. Okay, so they're having on the stick. And they are grouping together into the box. And then the people are making a wish. So when they are making a wish, they keep checking. One of the stick is coming out. It's very strange that not all of them are coming out. Just only one are coming out.
So making a wish first.
That's right. So when they get the walking, when they are fortune telling stick, they get the number. When they get the number, now they are reading and they have the fortune teller that will be telling. And it's about 60% of all the things that you have got it from there. It's about 60% are right. They said. But I'm not believing. But anyway, it is because of the believing of the Chinese way of believing. And it is coming to Thailand. When they come to Thailand, it is one kind of the things that the Thai people love to have it also. Because the Thai people, they are having what to ask, what to get is from the spirit. So they have some mediator, and that is part of the things that it can be done. Would you mind having a little bit sitting down
Yes,
here?
please.
Okay, please having a seat there for a while.
Okay.
all right.
Paul also asked me to try some.
Oh yes, I think so. And then on the side there, you see that they're having also the fortune telling paper that would be able to get you to know how are you, what you have been before, and what you are now, and what you are going to be on the next.
Okay.
It will be there.
Okay.
But one of the things that I would mind you that usually that the one that telling about the fortune telling, they tell you that not to do every day.
Okay. So how
You have-
often then?
It will be once a month is fine. But
okay.
every day is something that you are making something fun about.
The fortune gonna change every day, right?
Yeah, that's right. So that this will be the one. So and then since you would like to try, you can try also how a miracle of the walking stick that have been telling you. But before you are going there, you have to donate the money into the box, and then after that you make a wish that whether what kind of wish that you would like to wish for. And then while you are keeping checking off the fortune telling stick, you keep wishing. And it's very strange that only one stick will come out. But if all of them fall, that means something is unusual. So you have to be slowly and then keep checking.
When you say that, it's better to do the donate first.
That's right.
Something has come to my mind. That's why maybe if one doing this thing first and do the donate after, if something not going in the right way that they want to, they might
not donate.
Okay.
That's right, I say so.
Okay,
You have to
okay.
donate. And then when you are donating already, when you are keep doing the fortune telling, sometimes it is not good.
Okay.
But you have to accept it.
Okay.
That is a fortune telling
Okay.
that can be happen. Please, if you want to, you can do it now.
I just wonder how lucky am I?
Okay.
So do the donate first.
Donation
Okay.
first.
Okay. Now we are here at the viewpoint of Doi Suthep Temple. From here, you can see the whole picture of Chiang Mai with the bird eye views. This EP, we visit Doi Suthep Temple, and everything is the answer by itself. My question at the beginning is, why Doi Suthep Temple? And I'm sure that every single minute that you have followed us is the answer of this EP. I have nothing to say from now on. To ending this EP, I just want all of you to enjoy and absorb the scenery of Chiang Mai. Until we meet again, สวัสดีครับ